Alright, so here is another Patreon request, and this one comes from Christopher Rosa, who asked me to do I guess you could call it a crossover in a way, even though it's kind of not, it's kind of still in universe and all that. And what we're going to be talking about is basically a in-universe crossover, or in-multiverse crossover, between the 2012 the Turtles from 2012, crossing over with the Turtles from 2003, the Ninja Turtle cartoon from 2003, which is actually something I was kind of hoping we would have gotten at some point in... I was kind of hoping at some point we would have gotten from... what was it? Gotten from the actual cartoon, from the 2012 cartoon, because it was really big on crossing over with the 80s cartoon. Not saying that's anything bad, but I was kind of hoping they would do something like the next logical step was them to do a crossover special with the '03 cartoon, since that one really was the one that was really keeping the fire alive for the longest time until the 2012 cartoon came along and fixed kept going. So yeah, this is definitely a fun one. So it was kind of fun to really do and kind of think on this idea. And as always, if you would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, and when you hit the 4th tier, you can send me a request to do here on YouTube, and you also get access to all the videos that are exclusive on that end of my video thing. I had a sentence there, but I have a headache, so I'm trying to fight through that. Anyway, so let's get down to this story. So this story, basically what it is that the Turtles get a. This is after the end of the show, of the 2012 show, and basically what's happened is that the Turtles get a call from the Foot Clan, but not from Karai. What happens? Well, actually, they get a notification. They get a call from Karai, who said, "I just got a call from the Japan branch of the Foot Clan. Yeah, something bad happened. Like, something really bad just happened. That something bad that happened was that Tiger Claw was killed. Someone came in and killed Tiger Claw, and from witnesses, or should I say, the survivors of that attack, said there was one person who did this. It was the Shredder." And the Turtles obviously are like, "No, that's impossible. The Shredder was dead. He's been dead. He's in hell. We know he's in hell. So, yeah, there's no way it's the Shredder. Maybe it's some copycat or like a robot or something. Who knows?" And so the Turtles go to investigate. However, they they realize real quick that they're being tailed by someone. So they spin back around and more or less lead this person into their own little trap and get them. And it turns out to be the '03 Turtles. And they're like, and it's not like, "Who are you? Who are you?" It's basically because both incarnations of this Turtles have encountered the multiverse, so they're basically like, fucking multiverse. God damn it. So the '03 Turtles, like the '03 Leo, basically explains like, "Okay, so you've encountered the multiverse, the Turtleverse before," and to which Raph is like, "Can we please not call it the Turtleverse? No, please." So the '03 Leo tells them that what happened was that, yeah, it was the Shredder, our Shredder. And what happened was he was building a new multiversal. He more or less stole multiversal technology, because we thought at the end of we encountered the '80s Turtles before, and we thought we stopped him. Turns out he still survived, and he more or less learned how to manipulate multiversal technology from the Technodrome when he stole it. So what he's been doing is that after he survived his whole thing with after Turtles Forever, is that he's been reconstructing a new like a pseudo Technodrome, like a new version of his Technodrome, and he's been more or less gathering an army across the multiverse to make a new Foot Clan to spread through the universe. Because he's basically like, I'm not gonna, like, if I can't destroy the multiverse, I'm gonna just rule it. So what he's been, so this Shredder has essentially been gathering forces from across the universe, and now the two teams of turtles are like, all right, we're in. So if you're wondering who Chirel, the Utrom Shredder, who he allied with, like who did he get? He got Zever. He recruited Zever to join him. He also got Spider Bites. He also got Snakeweed and a few other like of the mutants that are still hanging around. He also gets the '80s Rat King. He gets the '80s Rat King. He also on his side. He gets the Punk Frogs. He gets the he also gets the he has the '03 Hun with him, who's all like looks like Slash, but he also gets the 2012 Hun and Purple Dragons on his side too. So he's been more or less creating a multiverse version of the Foot, and he wants to conquer it and wipe out the turtles. And he also picks up Old Hob from the IDW universe. Yeah, I figured, let's add Old Hob in here too, because I feel like that's a character. Isn't that, like, real quick? That's a character I feel like should be showing up in a Ninja Turtles cartoon at some point, right? Like, Alopex showed up, and not to disrespect Alopex, she's awesome, and I was really excited to see her in the 2012 cartoon. But I was kind of like, Old Hob should be next, right? Like, I figured he'd show up in the 2012 cartoon, but nope. I'm kind of hoping, I'm really hoping that he shows up next in some cartoon, maybe the Seth Rogen animated show or movie or some capacity. So, but yeah, bottom line, Old Hob is here too. And what was I gonna say? So yeah. He's got his own little army, and he's taking over the Foot Clan in here, because, like, most of the universes he goes to, the Foot Clan has been kind of disbanded or kind of, like, weakened. But here it's still, like, despite, Karai taking over the New York Clan and the Japan branch, it's been more or less been working fine. Like, this version of the Foot Clan has been working out just fine. He had to rebuild the 03 Foot Clan after it got wrecked. So he's like, oh yeah, I can just move in, and if this version of Karai doesn't want to, like, bow to my whims, I can just kill her. So the whole point of this is to take on and fight them. Now, obviously, when the two turtle teams unite and all that, they run into the problem that they're kind of outgunned. So they want to get some friends of their own. They also get the Mirage Comics turtles. They get the 80s turtles, of course. They even get the IDW turtles. And they also get, like, Mirage Casey. They get all the Caseys. They get all the Aprils. And they just have one big multiverse fight for, protection or control of the multiverse. But yeah, more or less by the end of it, the Turtles United, I guess you could call it that, like, instead of Turtles Forever, it's Turtles United. That would actually be, like, yeah. I'd even throw in Rise of the TMNT in here, because while that show did not have a first few good episodes, it actually does, I think it does have its own merits in its own right, so, yeah, just saying, like, I think it has its own, I don't hate Rise of TMNT like some people do, and by some I mean a lot. Bottom line, though, the Turtles defeat Chirel and chuck him into, like, back into Dimension X, where the Utrom tribe capture him and lock him away. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much my Ninja Turtles crossover. Just comment below, let me know what you guys thought of it, and once again, thank Christopher Rosa for coming up with this video idea. This was a lot of fun to do, and like I said, if you would like to have a request done, just hit the link below and head on over to my Patreon. But other than that, I am Mr. Multiverse, and I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.